Today is a perfect day to go to Grant's farm. I don't think I've been here in over, oh my goodness, maybe even 20 or 30 years. So it's going to be paid parking. Okay, so here's Grant's farm.
Cái mày tùy mình nó không không tùy tùy.
Hi. Okay. Good. How are you?
Have you paid for your parking yet?
No, not yet.
I can do that for you with debit or credit card. It
Okay.
is $20 a carload.
Okay.
What you do is park out here, go across right here, and catch the tram. Have you been out here before?
It's been a long time.
It still works the same.
Okay.
You're going to go right over here and catch the tram. They'll take you through that 168.
Do we pay now? Or?
Yeah, you pay me, but I only take a debit or credit card.
It's $20 parking right there.
Trails over there. There's some more trails over there.
Let's go check out the price. Whoa! I didn't realize they're that big. Was he practicing with it? Oh, that's what. Oh, he's eating hay. Wow, they are huge. I didn't realize that they're big. Nothing here. Oh, here's a baby Clydesdale. Oh, I like their size. It gets to what, like 3 times the size like this? Alright, so we have more out here. The barn.
Yeah, but the name of Warm Spring.
A lot of Clydesdale here. Nice cool day too. Delivered to the Warm Springs Ranch in Boonville, Missouri. Horses may bite, that's why I didn't really touch the horse. Wow, when they birth, they gain 4.5 pounds per day. Look at this. Crossing the street.
Thank you for coming and welcome to Grant's Farm. Have fun.
Thank you.
Khế đâu á, khế đâu ngọc con. Ê, con khế.
Store. Oh, that's Grant Station. This is the one we take you on tour where they described it.
Hi again, everyone. Our driver is Al, and I am Jeannie. And together we will take you on a journey through this unique wildlife preserve and historical site, compliments of Anheuser-Busch and the Busch families.
Free
To our
beer.
right is
Free
the
beer.
beautiful Mirror Lake. This 7-acre lake provides a natural habitat for many waterfowl. To our driver's left, across Grant Road, is the U.S. Grant National Historic Site where Whitehaven is located. Whitehaven is the name of the estate of Colonel Frederick Dent, Ulysses S. Grant's father-in-law. Grant, famous Civil War general and 18th President of the United States, once lived on and owned this property. We begin our story in 1843 when Grant was stationed in St. Louis at Jefferson Barracks. While there, he would often visit his old West Point roommate, Frederick Dent. At the time, the Dent family owned the 281 acres of land that we are now on. Grant fell in love with Frederick's sister Julia, and they were married in 1848. Around that same time, Adolphus Busch immigrated to the United States from Germany. He married Lily Anheuser in 1861. Lily's father, Everhard, owned a small St. Louis brewery. Adolphus joined Everhard managing the brewery and eventually became its president. Adolphus founded Anheuser-Busch in 1860 with the creation of Budweiser beer, and Grant. Coming up on our left are these two horse jumps, and we'll see another horse jump later on that's over 100 years old.
I'll go for this bridge. Load weight 20,000. What's GVW? Variable weight 20,000 grams.
Yeah, there is a heron over by the spillway to the right, also known as a crane.
We just have to wait for these utility trucks to get out of our way, and then we'll get going.
Okay. Okay, so let's do a little fun fact about the Busch family. If you're familiar with the movie Gone with the Wind, at the very beginning, the barbecue scene at 12 Oaks, that was actually filmed at Busch Gardens in California. As we approach the main gates of Grant's Farm, they were built in 1913. You'll see the two magnificent bronze stags on the top, and their antlers are from elk here at the farm. You may recognize these gates from commercials or photographs featuring the world-famous Budweiser Clydesdales. The fence on our driver's left is made of 2,563 Civil War rifle barrels. August Busch Sr. built this fence as a tribute to the Civil War veterans. And coming up on our right-hand side, we've got Grantwood Village. This cabin was built in 1855, named Hardscrabble to reflect the difficult times of the era. It's only one of two existing structures hand-built and lived in by an American president. The flag has 31 stars for the 31 states, and the twin cannons were actually used in the Civil War. In 1903, the Busch family bought this property. In 1904, Grant's cabin was used as a coffee house at the St. Louis World's Fair. And in 1907, the Busch family bought the cabin for $5,000 and placed it where it is today.
$5,000.
This 4-room cabin did not have indoor plumbing because you can see the outhouse in the back.
See the outhouse?
The wagons on the side, you've got a Miller wagon and a Conestoga wagons, the Miller wagons, the one that's a little bit more flared, they were the SUVs of the time. That's what transported people and their possessions across this country of ours using horse and oxen. If you look over to the driver's left-hand side, you'll see the honeybee hives that were built to resemble Grant's cabin, and we've got the fruit trees that they can pollinate.
Oh, there comes a lecture. Gate.
And we are entering the Together Credit Union Deer
That's
Park.
St. Louis County Library.
This is a 160-acre park, has 30 species of animals from 6 to 7 continents. Some of these animals have been a part of Grant's farm for over 100 years. In this section, we're looking for elk, Texas longhorn, Scottish Highlander, swans, and Canada geese. If you look way to the far right, you'll see the cattle. They're down like in the valley. There's the longhorns and there's some elk down there. The longhorn's antlers can be up to 100 inches wide. They start growing those at 3 weeks old. They can go days without water, and that's why they did so well on cattle drives years ago. Now we're approaching the Twin Lakes area. One will be on our left, one will be on our right, and we've got Canada geese.
Oh, there's a crane right there.
There's also a blue heron right there at the left leg.
Oh, good swan. There's like a huge swan. Look at this huge swan right
Out
here.
of the water on the right leg.
攞嚟休住，我哋攀出嚟攞嚟休住。
We have the only bear in the park. It's a wood carving. He's on the driver's right-hand side. He's holding a welcome sign and saying and waving hello.
Oh, right there. There's a sign. There's a sign.
On the driver's left, we have this other hearthstone that's over 100 years old. We have Grantwood Road. Back in the early 1900s, this was on farmland. It was a dirt road. Back in the day, an all-day journey, horse-drawn carriage ride to get from the brewery here to Grant's farm, and they're 11 miles away. Grant's farm is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year. How the story goes is that Gussie had the baseball Cardinals over for a party, and supposedly Sam Mussel's wife said, "Hey Gussie, you really need to open up your property to the public." And 70 years later, it still is. As we get ready to enter the second gate, you'll see another wood carving of an animal, and this one's a peacock. And there's 2 additional wood carvings throughout the park. The company down in Festus, Missouri carving using chainsaws and chisels.
I feel like we're in Jurassic Park.
Yeah. And I honestly think, like, probably after, like, honestly, I bet I did pretty good at it. Like, that's how it worked when I was there. Like, we had one long day.
In 1852, Grant signed the Congressional Act making the first national park, which was Yellowstone. I think Mr. Grant would be quite happy with how Grant's farm is today. Look over to the far right, underneath that tree, you'll see some deer laying down.
Far right.
If you'll look over to the left-hand side, coming up you'll see the zebra and the zebra. It's black with white stripes.
Oh, okay. You see the
Driving state,
deer,
about 40 miles an hour. The
Hãy
Z-donk is a combination of a zebra and a donkey.
Z-donk. Wait, hold on. That's a Z-donk. First time seeing a Z-donk. There's a zebra right there. Oh, the Z-donk. You see it's like the top.
And also on our driver's left-hand side, we've got, I can see the male ostrich back there.
Ostrich.
He's darker. And here's one of the females right here. They're actually pretty cool, but they can grow up to 8 foot, 320 pounds. Their eyes are as big as billiard balls. They do not stick their heads in the sand. And their eggs, the lady will lay 40 to 60 eggs. One egg weighs 3 pounds and measures 6 by 5. I can see one of the red deer down the bank on the left-hand side. We've got 3 kinds of deer here at this Grants Farm. The biggest is a red deer. They get up to 500 pounds. And then we have the fallow deer. They're the spotted ones. They're from Corsica, Sardinia. One's in the water. They get up to 150 pounds. And the little Sika
Oh,
deer.
look at this.
They're 90 to 110 pounds, and they're from Asia. There's one wood carving of this deer looks more like a dog because he lost his antlers.
Oh, we're going through this bridge.
If you're interested in Grants Farm and their animals, we offer several tours. There's a private behind-the-scenes tour. There's some more deer over to the right. There's a History and Heritage tour, a wagon tour, an animal encounter. You can find more information on grantsfarm.com, and there's some wild turkeys over to the left.
Those are wild turkeys. Those are wild turkeys.
You can see these corrals around these young trees, and that's to protect the trees from the animals.
All of our photos were in like a glass. Looks like it's like a trophy. We just like honestly like showed this glass thing on it. And that's like, okay. I think maybe I did. And so because honestly like we saw it. And you're like, oh perfect, that
You get ready to exit the Together Credit Union Deer Park and go to the Tear Garden area. At the Tear Garden, you can stop and get stopped and buy a fun pass, which is good for 2 goat feedings, a bomb pop, and a carousel ride for only $10. If you look way, way to the left, you can see some of these smart cattle. And then, ooh, the bison are up there too. Also at the Tear Garden, you can see the baby goats, see the llamas and alpacas and horses and camels. Then you can stroll to the Braunhof courtyard. You can see the carriage collection and the stables. If you're 21 and older, there's complimentary Anheuser-Busch products.
Yes.
If you're a baseball fan,
Let's go try that.
Tessie's President's Trophy is on display this year from 1982.
Good TikTok.
As the Deer Garden is a drop-off only, please make sure you have all of your personal belongings with you.
I think this is where we get dropped off.
And when we come to a complete stop, listening for those air brakes, you'll dismount on the right. Whenever we get up
Bamboo.
past this brown building, if you look over to the left, you'll see 2 big old tortoises. Thank you for visiting. Have a great afternoon.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Yeah. Alright, so we have merry-go-round right there. And then we have a feed it. Oh, what? The goat was. You can feed goats right here. Goat feeding station.
Biết có đấy.
Biết thì mấy cái này nè.
Ôi, ôi quay quá.
入去喂。
入去喂。
We're gonna go inside and feed it.
Back and feed that one again.
All right, who's the lucky one? Who's the lucky one?
Alex.
哎呦！
133. Okay, that's enough for you. 147. Hey, no climbing.
哎呦！
Here you go, 52. Number 52. Okay. Like this one right here. This one's smart. It's like, okay, 089. Oh, I like your color combination. 089. Some of these are probably full. This one's taking a nap. Okay. Okay. Wow, this one's picky. They don't want any. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What happened? What happened with this one?
巴上你嗰先好玩㗎嘛！
It's like choking.
嚟嚟嚟，
幾精彩！
Oh, no more. Sorry, no more.
係叫吊高嚟嘅廿先好玩啊！
係啦，你嚟晒你度先精彩啊嘛！
哇！
I can brush it here. Feel good? Huh? Yeah.
咁啊怪。嗱，
Feel good? Yeah.
You want to brush it though?
And then I'll give them more.
Well, we have food over there for the big plate.
Oh, yeah. Feel good. Yeah. That's a huge chicken house right here. Oh, look at this rooster right here. That's a beautiful rooster. You see this fence? These are the thick predator-proof type of fence, not like the chicken wires we have at home. Here's a hen right here. Oh, these are the bigger goats. Yeah, these will probably knock you around, you know. These are ones that kind of want to ram you. Oh, what's going on right here? Oh, $2 for the grain.
嗱，短啲。你攞多個咧？
Yeah, you got two.
These are not for kids, all right? Oh, caution, we bite. All right, because they bite.
哇，一隻。
我認你餵，但係小心啲咬㗎。哦，小心咩手啊嗱。My mom's.
揀食㗎，你真係啊！
飲奶好啲。
How to catch like a dog, Akira. Oh, they haven't learned to catch yet. Let's try again. Nope. All right. They don't know how to catch. Oh, come on. What is alpacas? Hey, where? Oh, there's the alpaca inside the house. See, they want to cool down. Oh, there's a peacock right here. Look at this peacock. See the, oh, here comes the peacock. Ma! Oh, here's a male and female peacock. I'm pretty sure that's the male because it's more colorful. The female is less colorful.
開屏啦，開屏啦！
Oh, you can go for a camel ride. Look at that.
Look at me, guys.
Camel ride. Look at that.
Wonderful.
Next Sunday. You get a good picture, man?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Sir, you got a ticket?
So this is the parakeet house. I think you have to, pay to go inside. There's a lot of parakeets in there. Oh, they fly around, you see. Basically you interact with the parakeets. If you guys like parakeets. Oh, look at the parrots underneath the hut. Oh, these are macaws. Macaws, not parrots. See the sign right there? These are the chicken houses that might. Oh, but they house rabbits in here. That's what we need for our chicken. It's a lot of work. I think one of these would probably cost like $200. We need those in the house. You see how they lock it, predator-proof it? Lion head rabbit. Oh, I see the rabbit right behind the stone. It's just resting. Okay? Whoa, this is a huge one right here. Look at that house. That's like almost like a tree house. Tortoise right here. I love tortoise. 嗱呢種咧，你睇個視頻就係嗰個。
得一隻。
誒喂，拉住佢
300。
冇見。
There's only one tortoise in here though. Some food here, snacks.
Look at my picture.
Yeah, I can tell you how long it's going to be until it's ready again.
Oh, it's gonna be a show right
So
here.
our show will be at 2:30.
2:30 for the show. Here we have some emus. You see how the emus look different than ostrich? The ostrich have like they're probably like double the size of these. But notice their legs. I think they still use that type of kick against predators. But you still have to watch out against them. But these look like, I mean, they're like pretty much pretty cousins of ostriches. Second largest living bird in the world. Oh, interesting. They have a store here. Hey, St. Louis Mining Company. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, let's come down here. Over here.
Well, we're not doing it.
These camels are feeding right now. These are some pretty young camels. Eyes and pop. There's some of the food right here. Kookaburra. I like that name. That's a cool bird. Polish chicken. 咁靚啦雞嗱，呢度好多雞。Oh, since my parents are raising chicken, look how beautiful these chicken are. These are so crazy looking chicken. Look at they look so funny. Here we have some golden pheasants. There's a male and female right here. Concerning quail. Oh, just a little quail. I think we used to eat these. Quail. Egyptian Fayette chicken. Oh, it's in the corner. I'm gonna get a better angle. There it is. Okay, what about right here? Silver pheasant. Oh, so that's the...
Là bên đây thấy đó. Là đi thế, không qua này nè. Nè, rồi.
Ooh, just the perfect weather. Let's walk through this misty area. Ooh, cool down.
How's your day going so far?
Good.
Awesome. So my name's Becca and I'll be your host for today's animal education show. On behalf of myself and the Busch family, we wanted to thank you all for choosing to spend your day with us. Now, before we get started, I had a couple questions for you guys. Have you ever wondered why a turtle has a shell? Or maybe how a snake is able to smell? Or maybe why our macaws are so loud all the time? Well, these are just some of the questions we were asked about our animals every single day here, and the answers to these questions are actually how they survive in the wild. Now, we thought it would be fun to answer these questions along with ones you may not have considered. So for our first animal, he's cute, he's round, and he's all the way from New Zealand. Welcome to the stage, Tucker, our Cooney pig, and his
Tucker.
trainer, Molly.
Oh, look at this.
Now,
I was expecting a
these
tortoise or a
pigs have some
turtle.
characteristics that
Not
make them
a...
very interesting.
not a-
For instance,
not
most
a
pigs
pig.
like to run around in the ground, but not the Cooney pig. Their nose is actually turned upwards, allowing them to be grazers. In fact, they're one of the only pigs that eat primarily grass. Now, their bodies have also adapted to the
speed.
environment in many ways. For instance, they do not sweat, and they actually have no sweat glands like we do. So in order to stay cool on a hot summer day, they're going to play in the mud. That sounds pretty fun, right?
Wait a minute, did they say it's a male or female pig?
Now, Now, pigs use mud as a sun blocker, a bug repellent, and to moisturize their skin. And come to think of it, we pay good money for mud treatments that these guys get for free every single day here at Grant's Farm. Now, believe it or not, these pigs were once endangered, only having 9 purebred Kune pigs left in the wild in 1970. But thanks to a successful breeding program, they are now thriving and one of the most popular pig species in the world today.
Kind of like a
Now, I think Tucker's did a really good job for you guys today. Let's all give him a round of applause.
Yay,
Everyone say bye, Tucker.
Bye, Tucker. Bye.
He's such a good boy.
Good boy.
All right. Well, for one of my next animal friends, I think I'm going to need help from one of my colleagues in the back. Link, are you back there?
I sure am. Hello everyone, my name is Link, and today I wanted to showcase one of our more colorful animals on the farm. So this big blue bird here is Indigo. Can everyone say hi, Indigo?
Hi.
There we go. So Indigo is a hyacinth macaw. Now what that means is he's a member of the world's largest parrot species. And being such a big parrot, he has some pretty big feet. So parrots actually have an incredible feature with their feet. It allows them to be able to run and walk, but also climb. And that's going to be those 2 toes in the front and the 2 toes in the back. But they can also do something else pretty neat with those feet. They can also hold objects just like we would with our hands. Now these guys also have that incredible beak on their face. So that beak is made of bone, but it has a keratin outer coating, which is the very same material that our hair and nails are made out of. And that beak is actually used for balance, so they'll kind of use it as another limb when they're moving around. They also will use that beak to help them crack open super hard to open nuts. Now inside that beak they do have a tongue, like we would have a tongue inside our mouth, but his is a little bit different than ours. Ours are made of muscles and tissue, but his has actually got a series of bones within it, and that allows for rigidity and flexibility, which can allow him to kind of scrape the insides of nuts and fruits out.
Now, I think talking about these key features is kind of fun, but I think demonstrating them is a lot more exciting. So in order to do that, we need help from our audience. Is there anyone that wants to come play basketball with Indigo?
Oh, look at all these kids on the
So
park.
many choices. Alright. How about you right here in the blue shirt? Come on down.
In a blue shirt. In a Mario shirt.
Nice to meet you. Alright, are you good at basketball? Maybe? Come on. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to have you stand right about here, okay? Not too far. We want to show how macaws use their beaks and feet in a fun way. So we're going to have a race to see who can make 2 baskets first, okay? Are you ready? Alright, are we ready over there?
Oh, look at this, look at this.
Alright, everyone on the count of 3,
Look at
feel
this.
free to cheer on our competitors. 1, 2, 3, go!
Whoa.
Oh, we got one over here. Indigo's not so sure about this. Oh, we got 2. Good job. You beat our macaw. Come right over here, okay? Alright. Thank you so much for helping us train our macaw.
Didn't feel like
You have
performing
the rest of your
today.
day. He was not feeling it today, guys.
0 for 2.
Alright. Now, speaking of birds, does anyone know what the most popular farm bird is?
Pigs.
Chickens, that's right. Everyone, welcome to the stage,
No,
Pumpy, our
these are the
Polish
funky looking chickens. The Polish chicken.
Now, you may notice that her most distinguishing feature is going to be those feathers on top of her head that look like a pom-pom. That is actually called a top hat or a crest.
Look at that.
Believe it or not, these
Very
feathers can grow so long that they can block her vision. So she has to rely on her
like a
excellent
big
hearing
bird.
and being
Big
able to
bird,
see up and down and side to side without moving her head.
Look at that
Now,
pole.
does anyone know what chickens are known to lay? Eggs, that's right. Unfortunately, Polish chickens are not good egg producers, but they are perfect showbirds due to looking so flashy.
Showbiz.
Now, would you guys believe me if I said that Polish chickens are not actually from Poland?
Yes.
No, that's kind of weird, right? It's in their name. These guys are actually from the Netherlands or Spain, but they got their name because Polish soldiers fell in love with their feathers and would often put them in their helmets resembling the chicken's crest. Oh, Monkey, we're going to go on a swing. Now, these birds are commonly featured in Polish folklore, embroidery, and literature, and they symbolize grace, beauty, and pride. Now, even though she doesn't want to get on the swing today, I think she's done a great job resembling those 3 things for you all. Let's all give Punky a round of applause. Everyone say bye to Punky.
She wants to fly away. She wants to fly away.
She's not ready. Alright, so I think the show's moving a little too quick for us. We've already seen a chicken, our macaw, and a pig. So I think it's time that we slow things down. Link, do you have anyone back there that can help us out with that?
I sure do. Everyone say hello to Larry, our 8-year-old red-footed tortoise.
Oh, it's a tortoise.
So with him being 8 years old, his speech
Look at that spike on its shell.
50 years old, so he's still a pretty young guy. Now something else really important to notice about him is the fact that he's seen as a very slow-moving, docile, and his species loves hanging out during the day and immediately after rain, so he's had a pretty good day today. Now, that shell is going to keep him protected from predators who do see him as vulnerable. You know, if you guys in the front row want to come up and feel that shell, you can. Don't worry, everyone in the back. He will be coming back out, so I'll have you guys stay seated for me while everyone gets a chance to pet him.
Oh, all the kids want to pet it. All the kids are going over here to pet it. See?
So he's going to be able to use his shell to look like a piece of wood on the ground or even a rock. But his shell can also be used to protect himself from the sun. So he's going to use that shell to kind of keep himself nice and cool and out of the sun. Now something else that he will do with his shell is protect himself from predators. So if predators do decide to take a bite out of him, which they shouldn't because that would be a bad idea, he will be nice and protected by his shell, which would make it really hard for predators to get their teeth into. Now something else to note about turtles and tortoises is the fact that they can keep themselves nice and cool during these hot summer months by making sure to store water in their bladder, and that will allow them to stay nice and hydrated.
Now, would you say turtles and tortoises are the same, or are they different?
So these guys are actually different, but does anybody know some differences that will set these guys apart from each other? If you do check those out. Yeah, so turtles do swim, and tortoises are going to live on the land. And that's why their bodies are going to look kind of different.
That's right.
So
Tortoises are too heavy.
like Larry here, are going to have that really domed and bumpy shell. And that's, again, for camouflage, but also to kind of keep him nice and safe in that environment. Whereas turtle friends are going to have a flatter and more streamlined shell, and that allows them to kind of move through water a lot easier. Now, another big difference about them is going to be their feet. So tortoises, again, like Larry, are going to have some thick, chunky, sturdy feet with long claws, and that's going to allow him to be able to dig into the water. My goodness, you guys, last show of the day, and I am messing it up. But that's okay, because he will use those long claws to be able to dig into the ground, and that allows him to stay nice and cool, but also protected from predators. But his companions, the turtles, are going to have flippers, and that, again, allows them to move through the water pretty easily. But another big difference is going to be their diet. So, tortoises are vegetarians, they love their greens, but turtles are more like us, and they prefer to eat plants and animals.
Larry definitely likes his greens, everybody.
He sure does, but more than that, he loves himself a good plate of fruit.
You know, I think I saw a plate of strawberries waiting back for him. I'm going to take him to get some since he was such a good boy today. Everyone say bye to Larry.
Bye.
So, Larry did want me to let you guys know about something else that's pretty important, and that is making sure that we know that over half of the world's and tortoise species are threatened with extinction, but we can do a couple of things to make sure that those guys stick around for further generations. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we protect their natural habitats so that they have a nice place to grow nice and strong, but also to make sure that we're not disturbing any nest sites. That way their kiddos can grow nice and strong as well. But also, we're going to make sure that we are educating the people around us, just like I'm doing with all of you guys.
All right, everybody. Now, Larry did a really good job, but now it's time for this little guy named Herman. Herman is a hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
Hedgehogs are small mammals
Hedgehog.
with poor eyesight, but excellent hearing and sense of smell. They're
Sonic the Hedgehog.
very cute
See,
and
it's
fun
like
to be
Sonic the
around.
Hedgehog.
Now, does anybody know another animal that looks like a hedgehog but is actually a large rodent? Porcupine. Porcupines, I heard it, that's right. Everyone welcome Aisha, our African-crested porcupine.
Oh, here comes a porcupine in the back.
Now, Aisha is one of our newest animal friends here at Grant's
I like
Farm. She's
porcupine.
about a year old and about 30 to 40 pounds. hedgehogs and porcupines are actually going to be that they both have quills all over their body. They are both nocturnal, and they actually love to swim.
Both nocturnal.
These quills are hollow, which helps them float. Now, the biggest difference between porcupines and hedgehogs is going to be their diets. Herman here is an insectivore. Does anyone know what that means?
Only eats insects.
Insects, that's right. Now, Aisha, on the other hand,
look at the
likes her
porcupine.
fruits and vegetables.
Of course, you can't pat the porcupine.
Now, Herman's a little bit smaller than Aisha.
Look at this
He's got about
porcupine.
5,000 quills. Can anyone guess how many Aisha has? I heard a few guesses. Aisha actually has 30,000 quills all over her body. Now, has anyone ever heard that porcupines and hedgehogs can shoot their quills? Yeah? So they actually cannot. It's a myth. Instead, when they feel threatened, Aisha over there is going to puff up those quills and quickly back up into her predators, releasing them then. Herman, when he feels threatened, he's going to curl up tight into a little ball, and then if an animal put it in his mouth, he would get a mouthful of toothpicks, so they probably wouldn't mess with him
If you
again.
played a video game, you would know, right?
Now, I did say that these guys are nocturnal, so they're taking their naps right now, so Aisha's already gone back to bed, so I think it's time that we say bye to Aisha and Herman, okay?
Alright, well I think both of our spiky friends did quite well, but it's gonna move back to the macaws here. So you wanna step up for me? There you go. Well, as I said before, this is Echo. So the macaws have been a part of our animal education show since the very beginning, because this year does mark 70 years since Grant's Farm opened its doors. So this, again, is Echo, and she's a blue and gold macaw, but do you guys know where they're from?
South
So they're
America.
going to be from the South American and Central American rainforests, but most of you guys are getting the rainforest part for sure. Now, she is very, very brightly colored, just like her surroundings. So in that rainforest, there's going to be big, bright green plants, but also some big, bright flowers. And that's going to allow her to camouflage within that setting so that her predators don't really see her. Now, she also makes some pretty loud sounds. And those squawks and chirps are actually used in her day-to-day life for a good reason. So she's going to make those really loud sounds to be able to pinpoint where the other members of her flock are from very far away, and especially if she would be camouflaged in that environment. But I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard that these animals can talk, but that just isn't true. So Echo here is pretty cool, but she only is able to mimic. So instead she's going to mimic human sounds, animal sounds, and other noises that she may have heard in her lifetime. But she can't create her own tone and also can't form words together into sentences like we can. But that doesn't discount her from being super, super smart, since she is super smart. She loves having a good time and learning new behaviors. And speaking of fun, she has learned a new little trick. She loves America's favorite pastime, baseball. So, if you guys have never seen a macaw play baseball, you guys are in for a treat, because Echo is a pretty good pitcher, but there's one problem. She needs a batter.
Uh-oh. Who's going to volunteer to be a batter? Who's going to volunteer to be a batter? So many volunteers. Oh, it's a girl.
What's your name?
It's a girl.
Kathleen. Nice to meet you. Alright, we're gonna stand right over here, okay?
I think that boy wants to go there.
Stand right over this way. You're gonna hold that. So just like regular baseball, you're gonna have to try to hit the ball, and then we'll see who can hit it, okay? Now, either way, whether you hit it or not, remember we're
What?
just training.
No way
Okay?
you're gonna serve
Are you
that.
ready? Are we ready over there?
I think Echo is.
Alright. Sounds great. Play ball. Everyone feel free to cheer on our guests.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite.
He likes the song, I think. Alright, here comes the first ball.
Whoa. Oh, strike ball.
He's thinking about it. He'd rather dance.
He's thinking about these pitches.
Take it. Again, not quite. Almost there though.
Here comes the curveball.
You got it.
There you go. Good job, Echo.
She's so excited. All right, here it comes.
Oh, ball.
Alright, let's see. Echo, we gotta give her a good pitch.
Yeah.
Alright, take it, drop it. There you go.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Alright, let's see.
Alright, here comes the last ball.
Yay! Yay!
Good job. Thank you so much for helping us train Echo, and I hope you had some fun.
Alright, well, as you guys have seen, these animals are very smart, but also have a lot of personality. And a lot of people will bring them into their home as pets, which is a-okay, but if you are thinking about doing that, I would say definitely do some research because these guys can live for a very long time. They can live between 70 to 80 years old in human care, which is a very, very long time, especially considering they have the mentality of a human toddler. So if you can imagine spending 70 to 80 years, but with a forever toddler, that might be quite a lot to deal with. Now, something else really important is some species, like indigo over there, are members of vulnerable species, which does not mean that they're endangered, but it does mean that populations in the wild are threatened. So we want to make sure that we're reducing, reusing, and recycling so that they can flourish just like the flowers around them.
Now, I know we know what our next animal friend is, but do you think our audience can figure it out?
Oh, I think they can. They're pretty smart.
I think they are pretty smart. Now, our next animal friend, I'll give you guys a couple
Panda.
names. Most people are really scared of them, but we think they're
Snake.
actually very sweet. Snakes! You guys are so smart today. I love it.
Oh,
Everyone
no,
welcome
I
to
don't
Sala,
like
our
snakes.
Hermes
I don't like
python.
snakes. I don't like
Now,
snakes.
believe it or not, Hermes pythons are actually in the top
Terrified.
5 largest
That's a
snakes in the
Burmese
world.
python.
But Sala is still really young, but when she's full grown, she can reach lengths up to 23 feet and 200 pounds. So we're going to need more than just Holly to bring her out pretty soon.
No touching,
Now,
see?
these snakes are part of the constrictor family, which means that they're going to squeeze their prey nice and tight. They don't have any fangs, but they do have 80 to 120 teeth and a very flexible jaw. All these features
But baby
help
don't
them
want to
eat
touch
their
that.
prey in one whole bite. Can anyone else eat their dinner in one whole bite? Yeah? Some? Maybe? I don't know, that's pretty impressive. Now, these guys are also excellent swimmers, which not a lot of people believe. They can swim up to 1
Snakes are good
mile per
swimmers.
hour and hold their breath for 30 minutes, which helps them escape predators. Now, has anyone ever seen a snake stick its tongue out at you?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you think it's a little rude?
Yes.
No? Good. Good answer. It's not meant to be rude. That's actually how they smell. They're going to stick their tongue out and gather particles from the air around them and bring it back to the roof of their mouth to an organ called their Jacobson's organ. And that tells them what's in their environment. The only other animal that has this Jacobson's organ is going to be your standard house cat. Now, one more question for you guys. Has anyone ever seen a snake blink? No, that's right. You guys are really on top of it today. Snakes don't have eyelids, so they can't blink. Instead, they have an eye membrane that helps their eyes stay open, always alert, and keeps their eye nice and moisturized so that they don't even need to blink like we do. Now, snakes are a vulnerable species, and if they were to go extinct, it would be absolutely detrimental to our world. They keep the pest population nice and low so that our crops and habitats can flourish. So the next time you see a snake in the wild, please leave it there and know it's there for a reason. Alright, let's all say Fred and Masala, she did such a good job. Now I do encourage you to come back in the future and see how much bigger she gets. Alright, well, snakes are very smooth-coated animals, but our last animal friend here at
one more
Grant's Farm
animal?
is going to have fur like velvet and hop around all day. It's a rabbit, that's right.
Oh, rabbit.
Alright, everyone say hello to Aretha.
This one you could definitely pet, right? This one you can definitely pet.
So Aretha is a lop-eared rabbit, and she's still quite young, but she is very, very, very social.
That's a big
she
rabbit.
likes to hang out with all of her rabbit buddies. However, she is seen as a vulnerable prey species because these predators see her as kind of just hanging around with her friends, not being aware. But she actually is, so she has a couple of tricks up her sleeve that allow her to stay nice and alert. And one of those is going to be her eyes. So her eyes are placed on either side of her head, and that allows her to see almost 360 degrees around her head, which is almost a full circle. So the only spot that you cannot see it is going to be right between her eyes. Now, Becca, have you ever tried to catch a rabbit?
Yes, and it is so hard.
Well, it is, one could say, it is quite
catching a chicken.
because these guys have some powerful hind legs. So those hind legs allow them to run up to 18 miles per hour, but also they can jump up to 3 feet in the air and 10 feet across, which is quite the big leap. Now their iconic rabbit ears also serve a really good purpose, and that is keeping them nice and aware of where their predators are, because these ears can rotate up to 180 degrees, and that allows them to hear around half the circle around their head. Now these guys also use those ears for something else very important, and that's going to be keeping themselves nice and cool. And how that's going to happen is because they can't sweat and they can't pant. So instead, we're going to find an alternative method, which is making sure that that heat is released from their ears.
Now, I think a nice little pear would be good on a hot day like today too, right?
Well, it would be fun if these guys can handle all of that sugar that's in a carrot. So we want to make sure that we only give carrots in moderation, kind of like a sweet treat that we would have at the end of a really hot
揸到我手都爛。
Alright, I guess that makes sense.
佢咁長。
I think that's all the time we have for today.
Oh,
now, if
my
anyone
hand's
wants to
getting
see
tired.
some of our animal friends up close or even pet some of them, you're more than welcome to come down to the glass. Otherwise, we hope you have a great rest of your day, and we thank you for joining us. Bye, everybody.
Bye. So it's about a 23-minute show. Okay. Oh, this kind of reminds me of like Disney World a little bit. Like Epcot Center. So, oh, this is where we could get some free beer. I think two free beers for adults. So I got the mango cart. Let's give it a try. Ah, that's refreshing. Alright, so we sampled the beer and it was very good, especially the mango and the tea. Oh, I was expecting horses here. Look at all these saddles in here.
Is that you?
Oh, look at this. These are the old carriages. Wow, look at this. Alright, dates back to the Civil War. All these old school park coach. Alright, so here's where we will wait to take the shuttle back to the parking lot. Here comes the shuttle to take us back to a parking lot. And there's a peacock right there. There's a peacock right there. Oh, don't run over the peacock.
It was crossing the road.
Alright, so we guys enjoy the tour. Definitely come check out Grant's Farm in the St. Louis area.
See those big, beautiful, gentle giants? If you ever in Boonville, Missouri, make special arrangements there to see the Warm Springs Ranch Breeding and Training Facility. Kind of think of them as our AAA farm club for
for the Clydesdales. Over the left, we got Shetland ponies. As we go down this hill, you're going to notice an interesting phenomena. The further down the hill we go, the cooler it feels. We enjoy this, especially on a hot summer day. A lot of cover, a lot of canopy cover. As we reach the bottom of this hill, look over to your right, about the 2 o'clock position. You're going to see the big house, built in 1912, 1913. At least 3 generations of the Busch family lived there. It's kind of hard to look through the trees, but it's there.
Oh, that's the one we saw earlier with that wagon.
Next building coming up on our left is the backside of the general store gift shop. Really nice gift shop specializing in Anheuser-Busch and Grant's Farm merchandise. It's worth your effort to check it out. Going across our steel bridge, keep your hands and feet in, please. Folks, on behalf of Dan, your driver, my name is Rich, Grant's Farm team, Anheuser-Busch, and the Busch family. We want to thank you for coming out and spending some time with us here at Grant's Farm today. Hope you had a lot of fun. Hope that you come back and see us again real soon.
Oh, back to our parking lot.
It's our turn to enter Grant Station, so please remain seated until you hear the air brakes. You'll have no problems hearing the air brakes, believe me. Wait until you hear the air brakes. You're going to be getting off on the left-hand side only. Left-hand side, and then proceed in front of the train. So wait for the air brakes, please. Wait for the brakes. Now you can exit to your left. To your left, please. To your left.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Grant's Farm, St. Louis.